So I got a question for you. Do you love your belt? Yes, your belt. The thing that holds up your pants. Do you actually like put it on and be like, oh man, this is such a great belt? Like, most likely you don't. Well, I want to tell you about the belt that I bought, that I actually put it on, and every time I use it, I'm just like, wow, I really love this thing. So I bought this belt. It's so awesome. I had to share it with you. Now, not everything has all pros. There's a few cons, and I will mention to it, but I want to tell you a little bit about it because I found it through the EDC community. I've been in this community for a while. They're like the best people in the world. I have an EDC page and YouTube. You should check those out. I'll put them here and here, Instagram and YouTube. Anyways, I love this stuff. And one of the best things about this community is that they're really detail oriented, right? So they'll like nitpick between this steel and that steel, this grip, this handle, and it just really gets involved of tearing things apart and really showing something's flaws and something's pros. And this belt is something that they brought up as something that's just it's just so cool, it's worth looking into. So one of the best parts about this belt is this buckle. It's so awesome. It's very thin, but the coolest thing is that it's a magnet. I'm telling you, this thing is so freaking awesome. And so enjoyable to buckle and unbuckle. Man, it's so cool. You'd be surprised how much little joy. This is the part that really you go like, wow, I really love this thing. This is what made this belt something other than just a belt to me. This magnet thing, it's so awesome. But I mean, it doesn't stop there. There's also this stretch. The stretch is so awesome. It's really strong stretch, and it does stop. It has a certain limit, which is not too much, and it's like, it's just a perfect amount, and it's really tough. And they say that, you know, because I found this, like I was saying, through the EDC community, like this is advertised on their site and within the people, that people hold their holsters on it. They're like their guns and everything, which is heavy enough, and they're kind of bulky. And you know, that stretch is so awesome. And then when you bend down and you like squat, you know, right around your hips, when you bend down, it kind of stretches. So having that little bit of give, man, this thing, it's so comfortable throughout the day. That stretch is, I don't know how to say it. You've never experienced anything like it before. It's so great. And how could just a single little item make your day? And I couldn't believe it. Like man, I love this thing. Sorry, I get it on tangent, and I'm lost for words because just this little piece of comfort, I didn't know that I was lacking in comfort, basically. So that stretch is a big deal. That's what I'm trying to say. So one of the reasons I got this belt was because the comfort of my other belt just wasn't there. It was really good. It was this core belt, had this ratcheting system with all these steps. You could find it throughout the day and update it, but the core belt also had a really thick buckle that would kind of dig into your pelvic area every time and time again. It was also starting to split as well, so the quality of it wasn't up to par for me. And the comfort, the durability, the rigidity, aside from all that, there's the other element of actually getting it. And it's available on Amazon. There's a whole bunch of different styles, like, you know, even sports stuff. Like, it can get pretty crazy. I got the black on black. I'm gonna get the brown on brown next. They're on Amazon, but on the website there's more options. It was pretty swift delivery, and then I even got a coupon code after I bought it to get the next one, so like some % off, I don't know. The company seems like it has its crap together, and it seems like it'll treat you right. You know, there was a follow-up review as well. Even if it's automated, it's something that they considered. So as far as the company goes and how it's operating for you as a customer, I think it's pretty solid. So to me, that's a sale. Like I was done, and I almost didn't do it. I almost didn't buy it because I'm lazy about buying things, but this thing was really good. So let's call a spade and say it's actually not a perfect belt. There's a couple things that I wish it was different about it, you know, that would make it really like a 5-star belt. It's so close, but it's missing a couple things that I personally would really like. So for example, that stretch, right? It is amazing, and I wish every belt was stretchy, but it still doesn't account for what happens through the day. by the end of the day, for me, there's been days that my waist is just a lot bigger. Maybe I've swollen, a lot of food, a lot of water. I don't really know. But I wish I could easily adjust it, or I wish I had like a clasp link, like an easy adjustment link, kind of like my watch, like the Rolex easy clasp thing. It's amazing when you just want to quickly change to just a little bit bigger size. You know, it would just really bring this to the 5-star if it just had a little easy clasp. A normal belt, all you do is you just go back a loop, and you'd figure like, well, why can't I just take it out? It's kind of tight. Because it's such a flat buckle, which is awesome, I would not change the flatness of the buckle. It makes it just, it's so tight and holds it so sturdy inside at the length that you say. It's kind of tricky to do it. So it's not worth it to adjust the amount of cloth that you have to in circumference. So yeah, I just wish there was an easy clasp. Another thing that I just kind of isn't my style exactly is I think there's a weird kind of a brushing on it, and it's kind of technical looking. I wish it was a little bit more just a simple steel, a polished or a brushed steel, but there's this brushed metal that looks a little too tactical for my tastes. It stands in a casual place, and I'm just kind of, you know, I can't really dress this up. Can't really style it too much. And then there's these other ones that are like natural wood, and then there's logos. It's just, I'm like, it's definitely a casual belt. But I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's actually well made. So well made that it's above casual. But the style of that buckle, luckily I will say in its defense that the little logo in the corner is small enough and blends in. But I wish that wasn't even there altogether too. I wish it was just the plain buckle. Let it stand for itself. I think they can do a little better. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not bad though. It's really not. So on the topic of the buckle, there's a thing called a gig line for men, right? And it's where the fly of your pants goes up and then it meets the buckle, and it's on the edge of the buckle. The buckle's off center. These buckles are like smaller, right? So like in a military, it's that military flat buckle. And then on the edge of that meets the edge of the buttons on your shirt. And it's this perfect line all the way up. Makes it look taller, it makes it cleaner. It's very presentable. And because, let's say, the military, which is a flat, simple square or rectangle, like this buckle, it's just a lot smaller than this. This thing is stuck more like a Western buckle, like it's bigger, so it's got to be center, because when you push it off to the side, it looks really kind of awkward. So you're really stuck in casual nature of that dead center thing instead of that freaking tight ass like gig line. Like that makes a man look so sharp when he has a gig line. And this belt is just it's just forced to be casual by being dead center. So if they could make a smaller buckle as far as width wise, and so you can shift it to the side and get that gig line, that would really improve it. But I don't know, maybe that's a technical thing that they just can't do. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's a great design, but that would really bring it to the next level. So would I recommend this belt? Absolutely. I just want you to know that it does have a couple limitations, that you're stuck in a little bit more of a casual nature. But I mean casual in the sense that it's like jeans. So for me, that's what I wear almost every single day, jeans, and I have stuff in my pockets with a knife, a flashlight, whatever. So, you know, this is perfect for me. I don't need a dressier belt. All these things I think that would elevate it to the next level are absolutely not a necessity, and they don't affect me day to day. They're just kind of a nice to have if they could do it. But yeah, 100% recommend this thing. This is not sponsored. I paid for it out of my own money, and I'm gonna be buying another one in brown. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys and you see how awesome this is. When you get it, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. All right, guys, cheers. Peace.